They say wealth buys freedom, but for the world's billionaires and royal families, freedom is nothing without safety. Behind the walls of their mansions and the decks of their yachts lies an invisible defense system, not made of steel or technology, but muscle, instinct, and loyalty. These are no ordinary dogs. They're the result of classified training programs born out of military strategy, designed to protect the most powerful people on Earth. Each one can sense fear, move without sound, and neutralize a threat before a single word is spoken. In this video, we're uncovering the top 10 most secret military dog training programs used by billionaires and royals worldwide. Some of these dogs are trained in total silence. Some can recognize heartbeats. And the #1 program? It's so secret, even governments deny it exists. At number 10, we open the gates to a place most people have never even heard of. Master Dog Training Institute, a covert alliance between Los Angeles and Moscow where military precision meets billionaire luxury. Behind a set of steel gates in Los Angeles, and another hidden deep outside Moscow, lies a place that doesn't show up on Google Maps. This isn't your average obedience school. This is Master Dog Training Institute, where ex-KGB and former US military handlers reshape the art of canine warfare into something the world's richest can quietly buy. Inside, fluorescent lights flicker on concrete floors as trainers whisper in Russian and English. The air hums with tension. Each dog here is taught urban stealth, to track, neutralize, and disappear without making a sound. No barking, no chaos, just precision. Commands are encrypted, known only to the handler. Even the billionaire owner couldn't trigger the dog if they tried. Whispers say these units guard Beverly Hills mansions, Middle Eastern palaces, even a certain oligarch's yacht anchored off Monaco. And here's the kicker. Every graduate leaves with a microchipped digital ID that lets trainers monitor their heartbeat, stress, and movement in real time. Think Fitbit, but for a bodyguard that could tear through a steel door. Coming in at number 9, we step out of the Californian sun and into the storm-soaked airfields of Northern Europe, where lightning, mud, and discipline forge one of the most secretive canine programs ever born. Project Cerberus. Rain lashes an empty airfield somewhere between London and Brussels. Under the floodlights, a Belgian Malinois darts through a course of steel tunnels and smoke grenades, every movement precise, almost mechanical. This isn't a police drill. This is Project Cerberus, a program born inside NATO's canine warfare units and quietly reborn for billionaires and royals who prefer their security to look like loyalty on 4 legs. Their secret lies in re-engineering special forces discipline for private use. Each Cerberus dog learns dual command language, English and Dutch, so no outsider can issue a fake order. In hostage simulation rooms, handlers recreate real-world chaos with actors, gunfire, even scent triggers, teaching the dog to spot aggression before it happens. And here's the wild part. The owners train too. They endure stress drills to sync their heartbeat and breathing with the dogs, forming what insiders call a pack signature. Whispers say London billionaires and at least one royal cousin use Cerberus units for personal escort duty. But the kicker? These dogs can memorize faces from photographs and pick that same person out in a crowd months later. Yeah, that's not security. That's surveillance with fur. Number 8 takes us far from the noise of the city and deep into the wild heart of Montana, where luxury meets lethality under an open sky. This is Svalinn, part ranch, part fortress, and entirely unlike anything you've seen before. Founded by former Special Operations veterans, Svalinn is where war dogs are reborn into private guardians. The mission? Take the instincts of a battlefield canine and rewire them for life inside a billionaire's ranch, a royal estate, or a Silicon Valley fortress in disguise. Their secret lies in what they call calm under fire. Trainers use live gunfire, flashbangs, even helicopter noise, teaching each dog to stay still, composed, and lethal only when commanded. Whispers say Svalinn's client list includes American tech billionaires, European royals, and CEOs, who own more land than some countries. And here's where it gets wild. These dogs are trained with empathy triggers. They can tell the difference between a threat and a child's cry. And they choose compassion. Because in Svalinn's world, the strongest defense isn't rage, it's restraint. At number 7, we meet a training ground that feels more like a military base disguised as a billionaire's playground. Split between the vast hangars of Texas and the sunlit estates of Florida, this is Guardian Elite Academy, where former Air Force K-9 handlers turn family pets into airborne bodyguards for the ultra-rich. Behind those private hangar doors, you'll see something surreal. Dogs boarding Gulf Streams like seasoned operators, calmly buckled beside a Lamborghini Urus on standby. Their secret lies in aircraft conditioning. These animals are trained to stay unshakable under cabin pressure, turbulence, even engine fire alarms. Each one passes multi-household recognition, memorizing entire staffs across multiple mansions. And then comes the brutal breach drill, a full-scale kidnapping simulation with live actors, smoke, and chaos. Whispers say the client list reads like a Forbes 100 fantasy. Hollywood moguls, crypto kings, pro team owners. But here's the kicker. Their top-tier course, 0 Hour, locks both owner and dog in a 72-hour blackout. No phones, no food delivery, just instinct and trust. When they emerge, the bond is unbreakable. Next up on our list is a program so exclusive, even its location shifts with the sands. Hidden between the golden dunes of the Emirates and the guarded palaces of Riyadh lies K9 Royal Citadel, a secretive training initiative reserved for the Gulf's most powerful royal families. At sunrise, under a sky the color of molten gold, black Cane Corsos march in silence beside their handlers in crisp white uniforms. No barking, no chaos, just quiet precision. This isn't obedience, it's choreography. Every command is given through hand signals alone, a system refined for royal discretion. Inside marble halls, the dogs master majlis etiquette, staying utterly still amid servants in silver trays. But out in the open, their senses switch to combat mode. They can read human stress hormones from over 20 meters away, detecting fear before a word is spoken. And here's where it gets wild. Each dog's heartbeat is synced to its handler through a paired pulse monitor. When one spikes, the other reacts instantly. In the desert, loyalty doesn't bark, it breathes. Sliding into number 5, we arrive in the misty countryside of Yorkshire, where iron gates guard not just estates, but secrets. This is Protection Dogs Worldwide, a British firm whose client list quietly includes royals, Hollywood celebrities, and the occasional billionaire recluse. But what really makes it legendary is the mysterious Tier 3 program, a level of training so private that even longtime clients aren't told what happens inside. Their secret lies in something called dual threat profiling. These dogs aren't just reading motion or sound. They're analyzing micro-expressions, heartbeat rhythm, even how someone exhales under stress. Every move is drawn straight from UK police and SASK 9 field manuals. Each Malinois or German Shepherd here is conditioned for calm precision. whether it's a red carpet crowd or a royal corridor at 2 a.m. And here's the kicker. Commands are whispered in Latin. Not English, not Arabic. Latin. Because in a world of surveillance and imitation, even language becomes a weapon. It's not just security, it's psychology wrapped in fur. Coming in at number 4, we climb into the frozen silence of the Swiss Alps, where snow buries what might be Europe's most secretive canine academy. This is the Iron Paw Initiative, a program so discreet it used to answer to NATO. Today, it operates as a private foundation serving only families with a net worth north of $500 million. Yeah, this isn't obedience school. This is tactical evolution for the elite. Their secret lies in environmental imprinting. Each dog trains inside a 3D printed replica of its future owner's home, down to scent, furniture layout, and alarm tones. So by the time it arrives, it already owns the space. Then comes biometric recognition. The dogs learn to identify approved humans by heartbeat and scent signature. And just when you think it can't get stranger, trainers adjust each dog's REM cycle to sync with its owner's private jet sleep schedule. Whispers say even the EU regulators don't know how many Iron Paw dogs exist. And here's the kicker. Every single one carries a passport stamped by both Germany and Switzerland, officially classified not as an animal, but as a private security asset. Next up at number 3, we head into the shadows of Jerusalem, where intelligence and instinct blend into something almost supernatural. This is the Black Wing Project, a rumored civilian spin-off from Mossad's counter-espionage division. Officially, it doesn't exist. Unofficially, it's where billionaires and royals go when they need dogs trained to outthink spies. Their secret lies in counter-surveillance. These aren't attack dogs. They're walking sensors. Each one can detect hidden microphones, sniff out micro-drones, and even pick up trace chemical signatures from explosives or tracking devices. They're guided not by words, but by infrared lasers, invisible to the human eye. And whispers say their handlers are all ex-Israeli intelligence. Men and women trained to wage silent wars. Here's where it gets wild. One Black Wing trainer swears their dogs can locate a phone that's switched off, just by sensing the faint residual heat of the battery. Think about that for a second. In a world obsessed with digital privacy, the most advanced surveillance detection system on Earth might still have 4 legs and a tail. At number 2, we step into a world where NDAs are thicker than body armor. Somewhere in the deserts of Nevada and the coastlines of Florida, ex-Navy SEALs and former CIA canine handlers train what insiders call the Silent Division, Shadow Corps K9. This isn't a kennel. It's a classified proving ground for military-grade dogs, now serving private billionaires and defense magnates. Their training looks straight out of a war film. Aerial insertions, where dogs leap from helicopters strapped to their handlers. Silent apprehension drills, teaching them to take down intruders without a single bark. And biochemical detection, where a shift in the wind or a trace of toxin triggers an instant alert. Whispers say 3 known billionaires with offshore compounds have entire Shadow Corps units living on their estates. But here's where it gets wild. Each dog's helmet cam uploads encrypted footage every month to a secure server in Virginia. They call it Dog Ops Continuum, a real-time readiness system that evaluates performance, even while the dogs sleep. So yeah, somewhere out there, man's best friend just became part of a private intelligence network. Topping our list at number 1, we enter the realm of shadows, a program whispered about in defense briefings and royal security circles alike. They call it the Apex Guardian Program. Or, more ominously, the ghost kennel. No website, no address, no trace. Yet their dogs guard 5 royal families and some of the most heavily insured humans alive. This isn't training, it's neurological engineering. Every handler and dog is linked through neural pattern bonding, using EEG headsets to sync brainwaves so they literally think together in high-stress environments. Their doctrine of tactical silence forbids barking. Commands are delivered only through eye contact. Simulations run on AI-assisted VR, recreating hostage rescues and assassination attempts in chilling realism. Sources claim the instructors are ex-commanders from the US, UK, Germany, and Israel. Veterans of covert K9 divisions now working off the record for the ultra-elite. And here's the kicker. When one royal family bought a pair of Apex Guardians, both dogs were granted diplomatic flight status. Let that sink in. Bodyguards with fur, traveling the globe as official security personnel.